Okay, if you are straight right now, which you should be, um, you should be able. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, if you have your graphics all the way up, you should be able to see, or they just don't need to be the lowest, I guess. Um, you should be able to see lines across the arena floor. If you don't see lines, tell me. Or if you don't see a line that right now, if I said trot, you would trot on. So, right now, where you are, you would trot along this bright line. Do you see the line that I'm trotting on? If I'm going to be cutting to the left, so this way for my comb, I put my camera to the right of my character so I can look down the arena. So I turn my camera so I'm looking at the right side of my horse and I look down the arena so that when I turn, I already have an idea of where I'm going to end up and which line I'm going to be on. Also, sometimes you're not going to be on a line. You may be in between or beside. And so, in that case, what you want to do is you want to eyeball where you are. So, right here, there's a slight line, but it might not be visible to some. Or right here, there's no line because I'm in between. I'm going to look at the lines around me and see if I get closer or farther from one. That's how I know if I'm veering or not. But you can use them to see if you can just follow them without having to be directly on one. So right now I am beside one to my right, but I am following it without being directly on it. So that's how you know that you're not veering, is either you're on a line or you're beside a line or in between, whatever. You're going based off of the lines. All right? And so what you want to do, okay, this is the thing that I follow for combs. I turn my camera so I look down the arena. I do my comb. I find that line. And once I know I'm not veering, I turn my camera again. I'd turn this way in this case, because that's the side where Anna is. And I check to make sure I am one horse ahead of her. I don't want to be any less. So right now, I would want to be like this to her, okay? If I were in a comb, I would want to be like this. If I'm a step less, I'm going to be behind her. So on your screen, you want to be ahead of her, and your tail counts. Because if we do Frisians, you don't want it to be your horse's butt aligned with her horse's chest. You want to count the tail in. So remember to move your camera to look down the arena, and then find your line. Make sure you're not veering. And then after, you want to look to make sure you're aligned. With Lippies, we don't really have a tail, so it's kind of hard to tell and there's not much of a difference. But with Arabians or Frisians, you want to count the tail because they have bigger tails that have a bigger difference in whether you're aligned or not. So right now, I want you to make sure that you're straight, and on go, everybody trots. I don't want you to be a second late or else you're going to have to catch up. So the whole time, the first few seconds, make sure you're not veering. If you are, fix yourself. And my tip for fixing yourself is do tiny taps on your A and D or your left and right arrow key. Because if you press it too much, you're going to have to go back the other way and it's just going to be back and forth. So try to adjust yourself in the smallest amounts possible so you don't have to keep adjusting yourself. And then after you're sure you're not veering, or you think you're sure, make sure that you're aligned with your lead. Trot, set, go. And then I want you to hit the wall. Good. Abs, you're behind, so move up. And April, you're behind, move up. Hit the wall. Brooke, you're behind. A lot of the middle people are behind. Okay, so you can see south, you veered a bit. So you should be around here. So that means you veered a bit to the left. You can tell because your gap between Brooke and you and your gap between April and you are a lot smaller. I mean, bigger. And we're going to do it again, okay? And also, if you check, and on your screen you are one horse ahead of Anna. Good. Go back, check your veering. If you're not veering, go back, check Anna. If you're good, go back, check veering. You constantly want to keep checking, okay? So abs, you were late, move up. South, you were late, move up. Very good so far. Again, make sure you are aligned with Anna. So look, you guys are doing very good. And run into the wall. Comb set, go. Alright. I think South, your cut wasn't completely sharp, so you're a little too close to Brooke, but that's really good. And then obviously people are slower than others. Abs, I think you're too far ahead. Merge on table spacings. Yeah, just remember you want to make it a direct 90-degree angle cut. Good, South. That was really good. And now make sure you're not veering. Very good. April, catch up a step. Merge on table spacings. So just like how there's lines across the arena for a straight comb, there's also lines diagonally for slants. So you follow them when I call a slant. So if you guys pivot slightly, you should see slant lines. I'm on one right now. This one doesn't really look like a line, it's just a bunch of bright dots. But this is a line here. There's one here, which is an actual bright line. These ones can be pretty hard to see. Brooke, you're a little too far to the right. You'd be facing, like, yeah, there you go, perfect. So you'd be going beside these bright lines here, because you're not exactly on it. So do you see what I mean when I say, like, you're beside it, so you'll go based off of it, but not exactly, because you're not on it? Do you get what I mean? Yeah, okay. Also a tip, if you struggle seeing lines, try to go into settings and go to distance to camera from horse, and if you move it away, you can see wider around you, so you can see lines easier. Okay, so if I'm someone who struggles to see slant lines, if I say slant set, I turn and I can see more of the arena, so I can see what's around me more. So it's just being more aware of what's around you, so you can really spot things a lot easier. Okay? So, I'm going to have you guys trot, and when I say cut towards your lead, everybody just cut right back into a merged line. Okay? So, trot onto your slant line set, go. And merge towards your lead set, go. Okay, not too bad. April, you were slightly behind. You're going to be a little close because I had you guys halt and then do it, but originally, if you started just in a line, you would have good gaps to merge. Okay, so alignment for a slant, you want to be aligned with the person who's in front of you on your screen. Okay, so if I am Harp, when I slant, I want to be aligned with Anna because she's in front of Harp. So look at the person in front of you, whoever they are. When you are slanting, you want to be aligned with them on your screen. That way you're one horse behind them and it makes the slant form. I'm going to call it soon, so get your gaps figured out. Okay, slant set, go. Merge towards your lead set, go. Oh fuck, Anna, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have you guys click X on the next one. And then I don't want you to move because I want to see if you're on your slant line. And if not, I want you to look around to see how you could have spotted it better. So slant set, go. X set, go. Ooh, that timing. Nice. Don't move at all. Good. Good. Jesus, guys. Good. Yeah, you can relog stuff. Do I even need to check you guys? Alright. Comb set. Just a regular one. Comb set, go. Remember not to change speeds in a set. Don't veer. South up a step. Brooke, you're too far up. Good. Merge on table spacings. If your gap is messed up after the comb and you had a good gap before, by the way, it could be because you're veering. Slant set, go. And then again, when I say merge, you're just going to go left, merge towards your lead set, go. Good. Slant set, go. Right when April lagged. Cut left set, go. Alright, exit the arena. At a gallop. Just head for it. Just go.